Hey everyone, welcome to the Life Happens podcast. I am your host, Grace. And before we get into it, well, let me say this. As you guys know, the Life Happens podcast is a podcast where we combine our spirituality with everyday practical things to create this beautiful balance that you see right here in front of you. Okay. With the exception of one person, but we don't mention their name, but that's another story. Today's topic is my body, my choice. Now, I have to tell you, when I first put this out today, I got a message all the way from South Africa, y'all. Because that statement they said was bold. My body, my choice. I thought you were a woman of God, blah, blah.
Oh.
Well, they came from that angle. Okay, but before we get into that, let me say, D. Jones, thank you for coming on. We haven't seen you in a long time, so we appreciate you being here today. And hello, how the heck are you, sir?
I'm good, chilling. Thanks.
Okay, and dry. Hey Kim, hey. Kim is back, y'all. Kim has been she's in Mexico.
Y'all, I have been super busy.
I know.
Yes, super busy. Went on a cruise with the family. Then finally, went to New Mexico, Mexico City to see Jessica, my daughter, and help her get established in her new apartment. Her first time living on her own. So all of you guys be praying for Jessica in Mexico City. Back home now, I have my grandkids here for 2 weeks. So next week I'll be in Colorado. So it's just a lot of traveling, I think.
So you telling us in advance you're not going to be here next week?
Huh?
You're not going to be here next week. You're telling us in advance you're not going to be here.
No, I am going to try and be here. I'm trying to take the trip, leave one day later so that I can be here for this podcast because I'm really excited about what we're talking about next week. So, yay, it's so good to see everyone. I had a great 4th of July. I don't know if y'all talked about that already, but I had a great 4th of July. Everybody came to my house and we had barbecue. My brothers, my sisters, friends came over and family was here. So it was great. We had a really good time. First time hosting a 4th of July barbecue.
Oh, nice.
No.
Nice.
So it was great.
What about you, Tonya? How's your week been?
It's been a week. It's been really good. I see we all have our black glasses on today, though.
Because you can't see shorts. Can't see a thing, honey.
I can't either. No, I've had a good week, still focusing, trying to live right in life.
Girl, daily thing for all of us, right? Living right, making the right choices.
I try.
Be upstanding citizens.
Oh, hey, and I just wanted to say, I think it's time for y'all to put my name in the title.
Your name is in the title.
No, her name is not.
Okay. You're right. I'm gonna talk to Ben. You're absolutely right about that, sis. Right.
Tanya's like, I need some credit here. Like, where's my credit?
I have been rocking with
we
y'all
all four
enough.
of us need to have a conversation. We all four just need to get together and have a really good conversation.
She's been trying to get us all together, but your ass has been always out of town.
That's true.
Man. So.
Everything is great here. Summertime, getting ready for vacation. Going on vacation with my hubby to celebrate our 25th anniversary. Yay me! So I'm excited about that.
That is awesome. Where you guys going?
Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Was it second honeymoon, third honeymoon? What?
Girl, I stopped counting. We lived on honeymoon mode.
Come on, girl.
Oh gosh, are you guys ready for this topic? My body, my choice. So I asked you guys earlier, do you want me to show the picture? Well, let's say this. We are talking about the Keke Palmer and Darius situation. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. everybody's talking about it, but I think we're gonna come from a different angle. Felicia shared a video, and when you hear a man criticizing a woman or what she's wearing, the first thing we do is we get offended, right? We feel like we're going back in time because it was not just too long ago when women just now started voting. And now people are thinking, well, now you're going to tell me what to wear. And so there's many ways to look at this. And I really love the video. But before we play the video, we need to discuss this picture, okay? So the first one is Chance the Rapper grinding on a woman. And it says, women are saying that's disrespectful. His wife should leave him. And then we have Kiki Palmer with Usher. And then also women saying that this is not disrespectful. A man has no say in what she can wear. She can do what she wants. Okay. Reminds me of the double standards that we have between men and women. It doesn't make it right, but those things are in place. For example, one of the biggest double standards we have is when women have many partners, right? We don't really talk about that. No one wants to know your body counts because then you look like you lose. But it's okay for men to have all these women or have a harem of women, and he's celebrated because he has sowed his seed on barren ground, may I add. Now, let me stop. But anyway, he's sowed his seed everywhere, right? But that's okay. And the thing with the dressing. So what do you guys think? Who wants to start? Should we start with our guests? I think we should. Brian, let's go.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a complete double standard because I'm going to say this twice. People have selective amnesia according to the agenda that they want to apply it to, right? So there was another meme that was going around where this rapper and this blonde head chick, this light skinned blonde head chick, I guess he had done something with another woman. She threw her phone at him, and all the women were and somewhat like Keke Palmer did, all the women were pissed off at that and saying, "Oh, you should leave him," and then saying, "Hey, Keke should do whatever she wants to." But through a lot of those memes and all that, I just learned one thing about people. There were a ton of people that have been talking, even on my timeline and just social media, talking about how healed they were and how. Talking about relationships, talking about marriages and what they would do and what they won't do and what's honorable and what's not honorable and things like that. And all they did when this Kiki stuff came out is just project their own insecurities, project who they really were. People want to be valued by what they say and their intentions, but when it's time to actually execute that stuff, they roll right back to what they practice, right? So it's once again, it's just telling about people, right? So you can't be on one hand talking about Chance the Rapper and then a week later or 2 weeks later, however long, side with T. You can't do that. But people put themselves in that position. If a woman wants to say, "Oh, this is my post baby body, and if I was Kiki, I'd show it off too," and ain't no man supposed, they try to project what they would do in that situation or defend what they would do in that situation, and it becomes a big, huge double standard with selective amnesia. So, that's what I would say about that.
Yeah, I like that you use selective amnesia because it certainly feels like that. I see when I look at that picture, I see disrespect really on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful to the people that they with, really. But then, guys, the Keke Palmer thing. I haven't heard her say anything. Have you guys heard anything about her? She's not been saying anything. He's been tweeting and making all these posts, so it makes him look really emotional. And
she has responded in a video, but not
directly,
indirectly.
Yeah. She was singing an Usher song.
Girl.
What was it? I think it was Let It Burn, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that. When I saw she was doing a dance and saying something sweetheart or something, I can't remember. She had like a little catchphrase.
Was she with the baby in that one?
It was a while ago. It's like a girl.
But sometimes you can't believe everything that you see on the internet, because then people go pull like old videos and be like, "Oh, she didn't know."
No, it was on her TikTok page.
Oh, okay.
It was on her TikTok page, but she didn't say anything. She was just saying, something sweetheart. That sweetheart thing she's been saying,
Oh,
but
okay.
she was dancing. Yeah.
How long have men been objectifying women? Honestly, it's men have been objectifying women for a long time. So that thing that Chance the Rapper, that the picture of that, I honestly can see women saying that, oh, that's disrespectful what he's doing. But men have been objectifying women for a long time. I mean, we can go back in videos, we can go back in stories, we can go back in all these ways that men have used women's bodies, or have used them in a way that wasn't respectful, I guess you would say, or righteous, or whatever, right? And so now you have someone who is dressed like someone who's, and I don't think people are looking at Kiki thinking, oh, she's in the entertainment business and she does things. And I think people in the entertainment business do things for shock and awe sometimes.
I do.
So people aren't looking at it that way. I think people are looking at it going, oh my God, why would you do that? You're a mom, which I just want to say moms do not come with a uniform, first of all. And I think we have to put in perspective that she is in the entertainment business. I myself am just really upset with Darius, because I think that that's something that you should have discussed with her behind doors and not out in the public. I think that's something you should pull her aside and say, hey, I saw you at the Usher, blah, 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 this and this and this, and then you guys hash it out. But why does it have to be hashed out in public? You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was upset with him for doing that. I thought that showed immaturity, on his part. And so.
No, he's very insecure.
Her choice, her body.
He's very insecure, because not too long before that, he posted a picture of him in front of his bed, just in his drawers, and that's it, right? And he was like, "Hey, what's up?" Yeah, so he's totally wrong in the situation. He's totally wrong. You can't post a picture, so it's a double standard on his side. You can't post a picture on the edge of your bed, sitting on the edge of your bed in your drawers with nothing else on, shirt off, and all that stuff, and then get mad at her and then make it public, right? So he's wrong on that end, 1,000%. Where she isn't. So is she wrong? Is she sinning when she does this? No. But where I disagree with Kiki is that I don't mind my wife, my woman, if we're on a beach and she got a nice body and she want to show off her body in a two-piece, and we're on the beach, I'm all for it, right? But if she just wants to put on a two-piece in the bedroom and take a picture for the gram, I'm not with that, right? It's where are you?
Because
a two-piece,
because you're not in the entertainment business.
But the entertainment business doesn't let you become more risque just because you're in the entertainment business. I can mention many women like Felicia Rashad who ain't never done nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I can mention a whole bunch of women who ain't never had to go far. Yeah, but that excuse you're so what you're saying is oh, we're going to justify her behavior just because she's in a particular business that is supposed to let her do things like that. Now, if she wants to wear what she wants to wear, that's fine. But then there are things that come with that, like you grinding on another dude, right? You wearing something with your half ass out. You know what I'm saying? And then you expect if your man has a problem with it, then you should expect that, or you should receive it. You know what I'm saying? He did it wrong. Trust me, he did it wrong. I wouldn't have done it like that. But I'm not fixing to, I thought it was not good of her to be dressed in basically a bikini showing her damn near bare ass everywhere and then grinding on the, and I know he's a singer and she's this and they were just playing. But look, man, all that stuff went too far. If y'all are in a relationship and y'all are really like down for each other, like you shouldn't even, I would never, I don't care how much I like Carrie Hilson. Carrie Hilson want to bring me on stage. and me grind on her and look at her like I'm fixing to undress her right on stage or backstage, and my girl or my wife is sitting right there, that's totally disrespectful. Ain't no woman finna let they man grind on Carrie Hilson and she licking her tongue out all that. Man, come on. Y'all tripping with that. Women ain't finna do that. They ain't finna let that happen. You know what I'm saying? They gonna think that's disrespectful.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I think personally, like, we don't know what's going on in their home. They're probably going, they might not, they might going through it. That's why she hasn't responded. He's in his feelings. I mean, I didn't think she was dressed too bad. It could have been worse. We've seen worse. And I think this is a good case of people need to mind the business. Even though their business is on social media, we take these little bitty topics and then people blow it up. And then you have the double standards. So Chance the Rapper, it's not okay for him to do it, but it's okay for her to do it.
And he's a Christian. Damn it.
I'm sorry?
Isn't he a Christian?
Is he?
Isn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
But so we have these double standards, and really people on social media or people who are in a different mind level, they just say whatever sounds good at the moment. So, to me, I take this stuff like grains of salt because it's like, okay, social media has their opinion. Of course, it's going to be whatever the masses thinks is right and what's wrong. But I mean, to me, nowadays people are coming out wearing whatever they want to wear. And I mean, Lizzo did it. Look what Lizzo had. I mean, it's not bad. They are in that entertainment industry. They are doing that. As far as the disrespect, yes, it was disrespectful on her end. But again, we don't know what's going on in their house. They might not even be together. We don't know.
And that's key what you said. We don't know what led up to this, him even acting this way. We don't know.
Yeah, because what's disrespectful? The way she was dressed, the way she was grinding. I don't think somebody,
was she grinding though? Because I mean, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. And it's Usher.
But no.
So hold on. There's a whole bunch of caveats with what she would. So you're right. You are right with what you're saying. We don't know what's going on, and people are projecting. Right. But let's not put these caveats on here going, well, she's in this, and well, she was doing it with so-and-so, and well, she was kind of naked, but not really. No, we can't keep putting these caveats on it.
Yeah, but
we got to take it for what it is.
But he didn't have her up doing like Chance the Rapper was. She just kind of turned around and showed her body. It was a moment for the camera. I mean, she wasn't seriously grinding on him or anything. It was a show. To me, okay, in my opinion, if the situations were reversed, so if it was a situation and that was happening and it was I wouldn't see that happening to my man as an issue. A star is serenading him, they're not all disrespectfully grinding on each other, but she might touch on him and stuff. That's cool. I'm confident in myself. That's cool. Hey, I don't blame you. It's freaking Beyonce. If you did it to Carrie Hilson, I'm like, oh my God, it's Carrie. Yeah. But if my man went and picked Carrie up and started doing him like Chance the Rapper, we got a problem. Hold up. No, chill out, So to me, I don't know. I just feel like people get in people's business too much. And that's just, I don't see any issues.
I think it's a generation as well. I think we need to also think of the mindsets, the age. People are doing things differently now. Like these young people today, they don't give a shit. And Kim said she whatever business she's in or whatever, I don't think the issue necessarily is the clothes to me. I think it's the behavior with him. Because the clothes wasn't that bad. I mean, really, I've seen worse. We've all seen worse. I mean, you couldn't, I think it's more behavior.
He put a spotlight on it. So now everybody's looking like he's the one who pointed it out. What? No, she ain't, and now because it's a bunch of petty mess, we got the internet going wild.
So Felicia, we haven't heard from you, honey.
Well, again, I think it is a matter of boundaries within their relationship. Right. We don't know what was discussed, what is okay. He may not have had a problem at all with her dancing with Usher. It sounds like the problem was with the dances she was doing with him with the outfit she has on. Again, we don't know what their boundaries are within the relationship. And this is probably nothing new to her, because I'm sure she may have worn something that he felt like, no, I don't like that. And that might have fueled the fire to get it to where it was then. Again, we don't know what boundaries they have in their relationship. And as far as her being a celebrity, I get that. You're always, when you're a celebrity, everything you do is going to be on TikTok and Twitter. You already know. So at the point when she was on stage, she already knew that the cameras were out and that it was going to be posted. So apparently she felt that what she was doing was okay, or maybe they were having problems, and she was like, watch this. We don't know. We actually do not know. So it's like one of those situations, we don't know. But of course, you have the TikTok judge and jury. You have the Twitter judge and jury of everybody that has something to say. And he opened that door when he made that comment.
He did.
Had he not made that comment, nothing would have ever been said.
But
he could have addressed that at home.
You know what I was thinking, Felicia, as you were talking? Like, if you guys think about when you first had a baby, how stressful that time is. And their baby is pretty young. It's a new baby. And I think people haven't considered that. We haven't considered postpartum because it affects people differently. We don't know what's going on in her head, why she may do that. Because she seems, for somebody even her age, I'm just thinking back of different things I've seen of her, she seems pretty mature than most people her age, though. So
she's 30. She's 29.
She's young still, though.
Right.
I've seen what I see, the way she speaks. I've heard her speak and other things, and I should think, wow, she's pretty mature for it. But there's the baby's new. There's postpartum depression could be an issue, and there may not be, but I don't know. But for me, the bottom line is, I think dude is insecure, and I honestly thought when I first saw them together, I didn't think they were well suited. I just felt like that. I don't know. That was just me. But everybody has really valid points. Are you guys ready for the video?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be this guy. I really do. So I did a video about the Kiki Palmer and Darius situation like everybody else. And I keep getting a bunch of comments under the video where it was saying that he's not her husband. He needs to put a ring on it. Okay. He needs to do this. He and I get it. I understand. You're saying that, hey, look, if you want to be able to comment on a woman's body, then, hey, man, if you want to have that kind of authority, then you need to put a ring on her finger, wife her up, you know what I'm saying, and step all the way up to the gate. I get that. But let me ask y'all a question. How is it that a man needs to marry you in order to express his opinion about the stuff you wear, but he don't have to marry you to get you pregnant? I'm asking a question. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just asking a question. Please don't be upset with me. I'm just saying, I want the answer to the question. That marriage is not required. It used to be. Marriage is required, for you to be able to talk about something. You can't talk about a woman's body without being married, but you sure can raw dog them. I'm just trying to get, I'm out of it. You see where I'm at. So I'm married. I'm good. But I'm just trying to figure out the climate. That's all. That's it.
Oh, that was valid though. But we need to read a comment before we dive into the video. D. Forbes said, end of day, he's not her dad. He shouldn't have much to say about how she dresses.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know then. We don't know the details of the relationship.
I guess to me, it just depends on like the situation.
Yeah.
I just like it's like if it's too much, you're gonna say something like you're doing too much. Like again, we don't know what's going on in that house, so That's weird. But that video, that guy made a very valid point, and that just really, really goes to support my whole take on the fact that people just say whatever sounds good at the moment on social media. Like, because he's got a point. Oh, she has a baby. What do you mean he can't tell her? Like, yes, what? So that's another double standard that like people just say whatever sounds good at the moment on social media, and then people take that and run away with it. Like, because that makes perfect sense. She has a whole baby by him that's not married. So what do you mean he can't? Like, oh.
And what is their relationship status? And see, that's another thing. A lot of people don't know. You're just going off of this one little thing, one little snippet of these people's lives. You don't know how serious they are. You don't know if they've talked about marriage. You don't know what direction this relationship is going in. I mean, you don't know. But again, this is the TikTok, social media judge and jury saying, it's funny to me how I go on TikTok and I hear all this marriage advice from single people, but let a married person say something about a single person and it's a problem. There's always a double standard. It's like, I'm married, but you don't know nothing about this single life. But you have single people telling married people what to do. And we're not supposed to have a problem with that. So same in this instance, you don't know the details of their relationship, the boundaries, or the degree of a relationship they have. He may be ready to propose to her. We don't know that. They may have discussed that. We don't know that.
That's true.
This may have been a previous problem. We don't know that. But the judge and jury came out and they said, oh, yeah, she can wear what she want to wear, blah, 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 blah. And it may have been a discussion with them about how he felt. She may have asked him, well, what are you looking for as the mother of your child? Who knows? She may care about that. We don't care about that, but she may care about that. And that may have been a discussion between them. We don't know that. And we're saying he handled it bad. She may be the one who handled it bad. She may have been out there. She may have not answered his calls when he was calling her, answered his text when he was texting her. So he took to social media.
That's right.
Right or wrong. But everybody is saying, well, he should have called and talked to her. He probably tried to.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He still should not have put it out there. I don't care if she didn't pick up. Be man enough to wait.
That's your
Be man enough to wait. Be man enough to wait.
That is your opinion. That is your opinion. And women can also have their opinion and say she shouldn't have worn that at all. But that is my opinion. That's what I feel he shouldn't have done. That's what you felt he shouldn't have done. There is no right or wrong answer. It's our opinion.
Yeah, it's our opinion.
There's no facts to it. It's our opinion.
I mean, how many times have we been guilty of that? I mean, okay, I can say that I've been guilty of it. Hey, I'm at home by myself drinking my wine, and I done got my feelings because I seen something, so I post something on Facebook. The next morning, I gotta hurry up and delete it before everybody else wakes up and sees it. You know, that's not what it is. Like, and then the internet caught it and threw it out there. It was like, oh my God, look what he's doing. You know, it's two different levels. They're famous. I'm not. So I
think what we're trying to do is make it a right and wrong situation when it's an opinionated situation all the way around. There is no right. There is no wrong.
Yeah. The actions. It's not right or wrong. The actions are. Okay, hold on. There are some things that when I say right or wrong, I'm meaning more sinful, if you will, like a sinful act. But the actions tell you things about somebody, right? If he jumped on social media to do what he did, that can give you branches of what type of person he may or may not be. If you get, Tonya said, if she goes through something and gets in her feelings and then her actions go to social media and then pop something off, and then the next day she's trying to delete it, that tells me something about Tonya. That tells me something about Kiki. I don't care what Kiki and old boy do. I'm talking about the people who respond, right? That's my issue. I started off with people have selective amnesia, right? And I'm gonna say this real quick, and look now. All the women who talk about, or all the people, because there are men who defend Kiki, and I'm just on the Kiki thing, on the Kiki side because of what Shula said. All the people who talking about this man can't do X, Y, Z because they're not married. Shula talked about y'all. You let him raw dog and you're not married, but you want a man to pay your bills and you're not married. You want a man to take care of your car note and you're not married. You want a man to take you on $200 and $300 dates to even try to dare get into some exclusive dating phase with you because you believe that a man should do everything or a husband should do everything for his woman, and you want to start that off day one on date, and y'all not married. There's a whole bunch of people who talking who want a man to do married stuff right off top, but yet you have a problem with him with a guy saying something about what you're wearing. But you have no problem, like you let him raw dog, but you draw the line at making a sandwich for him because you're not his wife yet, and that's wifely duties type stuff. Like, you know, people trip me out with this double standard, this bull crap. Okay? Well, then I tell you what, all the people who talking about, well, if we're not married, we can't do X, Y, Z. Okay, well then when you start dating, go Dutch. If he wants to pay your bill or give you some cash app money. Like, I can't stand it when women post that bull crap. Send your lady $200 on cash app and make her happy today. What? I ain't got to do that. She's not my wife. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? All the people, men included, who have this little caveat about you have to be married before XYZ. Okay, well then raw dogging out the question. Sex, you can put that out the question too if you really want to talk about it. Okay, start going Dutch. If a man want to pay something for you, it is a bonus. It is not a must. He ain't got to buy you flowers. He ain't got to do nothing for you. You can live your life because guess what? Right now you're paying for your own dinners. Right now you're paying for hold on. You're paying for your own gas. And just because a man enters your life when we start dating, I have to start doing that stuff to where you ain't got to do nothing, and now you call it a soft life? Nah, man, we're not getting soft until we get married. So y'all can kill that.
But what about a man wooing a woman? What about that?
Bro, why do I have to woo you with money? Why do I have to woo you with money? Hey, that's fine. What I'm saying is I can woo you if I want to. It is a bonus to what you're already doing for yourself. It is not a must for a man to do husband duties and not be a husband. So if y'all want to talk about, well, they're not married, so he shouldn't do this and that, and she didn't do this. Okay, well then stop the BS. Go 50-50. You do what you're doing. I'm doing that. If we want to do something for each other, it's just an added blessing. It's an added plus. Other than that, I'm not obligated to do jack.
Well, we heard that. Okay. Can I?
Okay.
Can I make some comments, please? I have a whole bunch.
I'm business to myself.
Okay. So D Forbes said he should be proud of his lady's looks and stop trying to control her. Then he said,
I don't think it's control. He was just in his feelings.
I think he was, well, anyway, I have thoughts to that, but I'm going to keep my thoughts to him. He says, so he wants to change. So he wants her to change all of a sudden if he's ready to propose. So I guess that was the comment that somebody made about maybe he wants to propose. Is that you, Kim?
That was me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was me.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not saying that he does. I'm like, who knows? We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Their relationship, you know. And I hear a lot, which saddens me, about he doesn't have any money. He's broke. He's this. He's that.
Oh.
The value of a person is not their money.
Exactly.
And we don't know what value he brings to this relationship.
Oh,
and
yeah,
to be really 100%, 1,000% honest with you, you don't know this man's net worth. You don't know if he's an investor. You don't know if you know what you find on the internet. My bank statement and how much I make and how much I have in the bank as a normal average person, you're not going to be able to find that on the internet. This man, we don't know. Like, I barely doubt that he's broke. Right. They portray him to be. He may not have money like her, but I doubt that he's broke. But they make that a big talking point. Like, he doesn't have any money, blah, blah, blah. You don't know that. We don't know.
A
lot of things we do not know. We do not know, and we won't know. Like hell, they could be married and we don't know.
That's true. No, oh God.
We have no idea.
I mean, I think Felicia's right though. It's all about opinions. You know, everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own opinion about this specific topic.
Yeah. So can I read some comments, please? Default said you shouldn't have put it on social media, which I agree with. I think a conversation we had behind the closed doors because a lot of times though, I don't know about you, but I'll say for myself, like if somebody challenges me, so to speak, I may become rebellious. Now at that age, super rebellious. I'm just being honest, right? Everyone's gone through a rebellious. Well, everyone. I've been through a rebellious phase when I was married, so I can.
But a lot of people, and I don't mean to cut you off, Robbie. I'm sorry, but a lot of people, especially our age, older, over 40, we're saying he shouldn't have put that on social media. But a lot of kids live on social media. Their whole output and thought about social media is totally different about what I think. There is things on I would never, ever, as long as I live, put on social media that they would. They would have no problem with that. So that's
how old are they again?
Also a subjective thing because as a younger person, they put stuff out there. My sons put some stuff out there. I'm like, if you lost your natural mind, no, take that down.
Right.
But his thought of social media and my thought of social media are two totally different things. So again, subjective.
Yeah, subjective.
I think the actions can be put down to like a microcosm though. Like if and I'm not trying to use anybody on here as an example, but if you and your husband went out to eat and he felt a certain way about something, and then before y'all got home, he had put on the internet on Facebook what he was in his feelings about, and then y'all two get into the house, and then you pull up your social media, and then you see that he had posted y'all's business on social media. I think that would be an issue. I think that most married people would have an issue with that type of direction to take, that type of direction to take that opinion or to take that action with, when y'all could have just handled it in the car or handled it at the restaurant or handled it when you got home rather than him putting it on social media and then you finding out about it when y'all got home, when y'all were literally. So, I think that even though, let's just say Felicia's 1000% right. Let's just say he was trying to contact her, trying to call her, trying to do this. And this is a very far left situation, but we don't know, like she said. And she never picked up the phone. I still think that his direction in taking it wasn't a good direction, as the same way as if you and your husband were at a restaurant, he got in his feelings, y'all got in the car, he posted it on social media. Then when y'all two got home, you looked and you saw that your business was on social media.
But I agree with you. I'm going to start with that. I agree with you. But I've seen full arguments that I have followed on social media of a husband and a wife, of a boyfriend and a girlfriend, of two friends where they cussing each other out. She's saying you got little wee wee. He's saying you this, that. And she's saying this. I've seen the whole thing play out on social media. So for us to say, he shouldn't have done that, it's a whole bunch of stuff people shouldn't do. But
they shouldn't.
My opinion.
Yeah, they give me
watching entertain. I've seen my cousin, her and her girlfriend totally break up. I see the girlfriend throw her stuff on the curb. Then I see my cousin come back and say, you this, you that. Then the girl did. So I'm on social media watching their whole life. And these people are 50. They're not 20.
I don't agree. Yeah, my opinion and my thought process leans toward Brian. I just don't believe people should do that. I don't think he should have. I think maybe he was looking for a different response. I don't think the response that he got was what he intended when he put it out there. I think he was trying to look for a little support and maybe a little apology from Kiki.
Yeah, he got blasted.
And he got blasted, right? I mean, people just kind of the dude had to just cut off his social media. But no, I do not agree with putting anything on social media about this. I don't care how old you are. And like Felicia just said, she told us someone to take it down, right? When he put something up that wasn't appropriate, where she didn't feel like it was appropriate, and she made him take it down. Yeah. I mean, I would do the same thing. I've done that to my children. Like, okay, you don't get to throw up all over the world. Take that post down.
Yeah, I'm with Felicia though. It's entertainment. I see a post going on. I'm like, oh,
entertainment. And you follow it, and you follow the storyline. No, me and Rabia do have a friend. We do have a friend that is very open about her relationship and about her and about what goes on in her household and things like this. And she's very open, very much influencer, and she puts all of her business out there for the world to read and to comment on and to gain, and she does that, and she feels like it's okay. I wouldn't be able to do that. Robin, would you be able to do that?
I wouldn't do it. You listen. Remember that time we went out, Kim, and we were taking pictures, and I said, "Don't take a picture of the thing that was on the table."
Yes.
Okay. I am very careful. I post stuff, but there's some stuff I am not going to post. I am just not. Yeah. And we know that. Now, some people might say, "Oh, you live a double life." No, I don't live a double life. There's some things I just don't want people to know about me. It's much more business. So I wouldn't have wanted this on social media. Like when I first got divorced, I didn't even put on a date I was divorced. People have asked me even up to last year, "Oh, we didn't know you were divorced." Well, I got a message actually this year, someone saying to me, "We didn't know." Because I don't want you to know, because I don't want you to be in my inbox, my guy. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. I didn't want people to know that. But let me read some more comments. Steve Forbes said very valid points. And then he said the courtship process is necessary, but should go both ways. And I agree. Now, as a mother of a son, especially that I have a son, like some of the stuff that Brian was saying, I absolutely agree with. Like, anyway, but we're not going to get into that because you are on a tangent, my guy.
No, look. I just when it comes to these folks and their opinions and what they say they will and won't do, you do what you practice, right? And like the comment had a point, and there's a phrase going around: without reciprocity, without reciprocation, relationships won't flourish, and that's 100% right. If we're both feeling, if I'm filled, right, and I'm happy with myself, and that's a whole nother conversation. And she's happy with herself. She's healing. She's doing good. If love is selfless, right? Love is selfless. It's a serving thing. It is a, what can I do for you? How can I help you? How can I add to the happiness that you already have? What we misconstrue love as is, you better take me out to dinner. You better make me this. You better help me do this. You better make me feel this way. You better make me secure this and that. Blah, 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 blah. It's a me deal. And then, and sometimes it becomes totally lopsided. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time who have that 50-50 conversation. Should a marriage be 50-50? Should a man do everything? Blah, blah, blah. I just tell people to date their preference. Me, I'm all about my preference is if we're both filling each other, then no one ever goes empty. That's me. And it's not a monetary deal. It's not I've spent $200 on you. You got to spend $200 on me deal. It is a consideration. It is reciprocity. It is, reciprocation. It is, I thought about you and you love now and later. So boom, I just got you an extra bag. It's the small stuff to the big stuff. We're a team. It's not a lopsided, I'm doing everything, she's doing nothing, or she's doing everything, I'm doing nothing. We're a big team, and teammates take care of each other.
But don't you think that has to do, I don't think that works for everybody. I think
no, it doesn't.
Because I think some guys want to do everything. You know what I'm saying? They were brought up that way, and that's just the way that they were brought up, and that's just the way that they operate. Some guys are this 50-50 thing, like, hey, I've been hurt in the past or whatever. So now we have to do this 50-50 thing. So I think it's just upon the man, right? It depends upon the woman too. That's why I tell people to date their preference. I tell people to date their preference. If you are a woman who, so let's just take the other side of that. Let's just say a woman has been raised by a daddy who treated her like a princess, and she's got a princess mentality. I want someone like my daddy.
When I go, I want this or I need this, he better do it for me from the dating start, right? There are women out there like that. What I'm saying is, if a woman is like that, is she wrong in the way she wants to be treated? No, she's not. But what she can't do is she can't meet a man and he doesn't prefer to treat her like her dad treats her, and then she gets mad or she tries to change him into her dad. That's the problem. People get it. People have their preferences and they meet somebody that doesn't match it and they try to change the person, which is a total train wreck, right? So that's all I'm saying. There are men out there who want to do everything for the woman, don't want the woman to touch nothing, don't want the woman to work, don't want the woman to do jack, and that's cool, brother. Go do your thing, but you have to find a woman who wants to do that. If your woman wants to be an entrepreneur and wants to work to make her own money, you can't change her and say, "No, you stay at home and do what I say because I pay all of it." You can't do that. So date your preference.
So now that in 2023, you can't do that. I mean, come on now. Are we?
Yeah.
I don't think you. I mean.
But I mean, so that kind of goes back to the same thing. It's like, okay, so the same people that are screaming out, oh, he's got to do this from day one, he's got to pay all my bills, got to do that. Also, probably the same group of people that are saying, oh, he can't control her. So if you want a man to do that, is it okay for him to control you and to tell you what to do and tell you what to dress? But he pays all your bills, takes care of you, make sure you eat, make sure you have somewhere to sleep. So I mean,
father, actually, that sounds like a parent.
The first time she gets out of line, he's gonna say, "But I do this for you. I do that for you. I do this for you. I do that for you." He's going to bring up what he does because she only values him according to the level of what he does and not who he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one way of putting it, but it sounds like a parent. I think.
Yeah. Felicia got something to say.
Yeah, Felicia, please.
I just think that the primary, this is very opinionated. I'm going to say this right. The primary function of any man in a relationship is to be the protector. And under protection is so many things. You want to make sure your woman is taken care of on every different level.
I agree, Felicia. I agree.
So saying like 50% this, my husband is my protector, but I also take care of him in the way that he needs to be taken care of, which is a man's needs and a woman's needs are totally different. Absolutely. It's the needs are different. A man needs to be respected. That's the primary need, one of the primary needs of a man. And to see Kiki out there, he felt like, and I'm just gonna be honest, my boy seeing this, she making a fool out of me. And I don't know he was thinking that way, but I think that's what he probably was thinking. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. She making a fool out of me. She don't respect me. And then you got all these people telling you ain't got no money, so now he even feels less respected.
Right.
So it's like both ways, and it's on her if this is the relationship she wants to be in to protect him in that manner, not protect him like her, but protect him respectfully. Like that's my man. Whatever. Leave it alone. And again, we don't know. We don't know the conversations that's been had prior to that. We don't know.
But you know what, Felicia? I like what you said about protecting, and because we expect a man to protect and provide, right? But yet, us as women will go out dressed a certain way, and somebody may hit on you when you're with your man, right? Mm-hmm. And you expect him to protect you at that moment, and you could put him in harm's way because you look the way you look,
right?
And now if he doesn't protect you, then he's not a man. So as females, we need to use wisdom. Okay?
Exactly.
I mean, and we don't, but we want to be protected, but you're putting yourself out there and making it easy to be a target. So I think that's a side we need to consider as women as well.
Mm-hmm.
I totally disagree with that. Because
you do, sis.
I'm
sorry. We know you do.
What did you just say?
I said we know you do because I'm thinking about what we talked about before we got on camera.
Okay. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
Because I totally disagree with that because I think that people are always being considerate of a man's feelings, of a man's wandering eye. And it's up to us as women to dress a certain way so that we don't attract. Y'all,
I'm not saying
that's crazy. That's
no,
some backwoods crap
let me
that
ask
does not belong in 2023. That
as
I
a
have
fluid
to,
woman, are you
I
gonna
have
go out and show
I
you
have to, I have to wear a hijab so that the man won't look at me.
No, that's not why they wear hijab.
Yeah,
First of
so
all,
a
that's not
man
why
will not look at
That's
me.
not what I.
So
That's
it's up
not
to
what I meant
me
to say.
to keep him from seeing. Come on.
no, ma'am.
Yes,
You
that's
go out,
exactly
no,
what you're
you
saying.
go out
No,
showing
it's not because even when we talk about dress, men too. As far as our relationship goes, if my
I'm
husband
sorry,
is
y'all
wearing
were talking about
pants
women
and
just
and
then,
his
were you
print
not?
is showing, I don't want him to wear that.
Hold on, but and I want you to look at all sides, right?
It
Because
works
there's
both
no right
ways.
side here. I mean, this is like she was saying, Felicia was saying, this is an opinion. It's all our opinions, right? So I'm trying to consider everybody's side. It doesn't mean I have an opinion that I haven't really shared yet, right? Because at this moment, I think you will kill me if I tell you my opinion. And I don't want your smoke.
Nobody's gonna kill you. Your opinion is probably great, Rabia. You talking about?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, Kim, if you are not gonna go out and misrepresent William. I know you for a very long time. I know you carry yourself in a certain standard. That's what I know about you. Okay. You're not gonna go out showing your fucking areolas. Okay. And then William must tell Brian to stop looking at your titties. You put your titties out there, but then you want William to protect you. Why are you putting William in harm's way? I'm saying there's some women that do that.
No,
Okay?
I'm just saying, why do women always have to be? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah.
You're saying that women should dress a certain way so to keep man from sinning, and I
No,
just don't think that's right.
Mm-mm. No, 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 not no, 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 not to keep man from sinning. What we're saying is,
Or
if
from
I want, if
I'm sorry,
no, no,
Brian.
no, 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 no. Men are going to. I don't care if she's wearing a business suit or she's on the beach with a bikini. Men are going to find women attractive regardless. What I think they're saying is if I want to put out a fire, I'm going to and let's just say there's a woman in a fireman's outfit. I'm going to go, she can help me put out a fire. She's a firefighter, right? But if there's a woman who's always half naked on the internet, right, then I that is going to put my mind somewhere else, or most men's minds somewhere else, right? So if you're dressing a certain way, trying to get attention, you are attracting a certain type of response, and women can't get mad like me. I'm I wear compression shorts. I wear compression leggings under my under what I work out in, so my print won't show. I am. Let me tell you why. Because I'm practicing that. See, I do shit. I do stuff prior to help me out, right? So so I'm practicing if when I get into a relationship, so it's just automatic. Me, I'm not trying to draw that type of attention, right? If I want my print to show, I can work out in something that put my print out there. But what type of attention am I about to get? If I take my shirt off and wear gray sweats and my print showing and all my muscles showing, what type of attention am I looking for? And people know what type of attention that they're looking for. So if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm not fixing to show all that. That is for one person, not for the entire world. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion, right? So, but I'm cool with a woman having a nice body and her showing it. Like I've gone shopping with a woman before, and she was putting something on and she showed it to me, and I said, "Wait a second, you've been working pretty hard on your legs. Now that's a little too big. Let's go down a size so we can show those thighs a little bit more. So because you've been on it. I am the guy who will push that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also the guy that if she puts something on two sizes too small and half of her chest is coming out and a little bit of her areolas is showing, I'm gonna be like, no, we don't need to do that. You need to do another size. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like people know what they're doing. And like Robbie, I agree with Robbie what she said. If women are out there putting themselves to be even more sexualized, like you're wearing something to attract that type of attention, then you're putting your man in like a catch-22.
But then, see, that's like, it goes back to they're not married, but they've been doing married things, right? It goes back to that. So it's almost like they're picking and choosing what rules they're gonna follow, and you can't do that. You have a child with this person.
Selective amnesia.
Right. Okay. I'm of the opinion, but maybe I shouldn't get. Well, no, I am. So when I was married, initially, I was very well, you know, Kim. I was very, what's the word? What word am I looking for?
Chubby.
Huh?
Chubby.
We know.
Conservative.
Dang! Yeah, chubby.
When I met you, Rabia, you always stayed fully dressed.
Thank you. But I was, yes, that's how I kept myself that way, right? But even like when I lost weight, I became a little more risky until I found the style that I wanted to wear. Where I wanted to be sexy, but I also wanted to be modest. So I found a balance, right? And as you're finding yourself, you know, there's some shit you wear, dresses too short, sometimes stuff is too tight or whatever until you find it. Now, I am a single woman, so I can do what the hell I want to do. But I'm single. I can do that. If I had a man, right, or a husband, there's certain things I would not be doing, even wearing right now. So it all comes down to respect. Like Felicia said, respect is what, that's the 6 love language, basically. Okay? I'm not saying Kiki is wrong.
And I'm not saying she was being disrespectful. It's just that, again, that communication that you have between one another. Like, what is that? What do you consider disrespectful? What do you know? Yep. And she might be like, well, honey, this is my job. I don't care about these dudes. I'm just out here for the cameras.
But then was that a conversation that was had prior?
Exactly. We don't know that.
We don't know. Hey, I'll tell y'all what's a good example on the flip side, where the man and the one. Okay, so remember when we're not too long ago, Russell Wilson and Ciara went to this gala. Oh. They went to an event, and it was basically a designer event of a see-through clothing, and they put Ciara's business out there, but finally somebody put the rest of it. Everybody had on see-through clothing. Every woman that went to the event had on see-through clothing to where you could see their nipples, you could see, you know, like some parts of their privates, their butt is all out. And Ciara and Russell went, and he's holding her hand this entire event, right? They're taking pictures together, and they're going through the event. Obviously, they talked about it. He doesn't have a problem with it, or he would have never been there with her. And let's just say he did have a problem with it. He was with her anyway. So that's an example. That's an example of whatever you're about to do with your spouse, whatever boundaries that you make or you don't make, you just have to be prepared to handle it, right? Handle whatever's about to happen. So if Russell Wilson has a problem, unless I'm going to be on the, if I had to have an opinion on this, it would be on the side that he didn't have a problem with it, right? If he doesn't have a problem with it, he can't go back home and be like, baby, I really didn't like the fact that she was really butt naked underneath the gun. You could see her. No, dude. You went with her. You were taking pictures. It was a whole big event. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was basically half naked through these, you know, $50,000 dresses. You know what I'm saying? Or $1 million dresses that they had on. So whatever that person's boundaries are, whatever Kiki's and old boy's boundaries are, they have to be prepared to handle whatever happens after their actions are done. You know what I'm saying? And most people can't. Most people have that double standard. Most people have that selective amnesia. Most people have that emotional impulse to do something. Like, I think Felicia said something earlier. You know, just a random scenario. Maybe they got into it and she was like, watch this. You know what I'm saying? Some emotional impulse, this reaction to a disagreement that they had. We don't like everybody keeps saying, we don't know. People just have to handle it, be able to own it. You know, you want to be held, but until it's accountable, right? Everybody won't love and be held until it's accountable. Okay, well, be accountable to what you say. More so, notice what people do, their actions.
So hey, I have to read this comment on Instagram. It's really good. This guy, his name is Dr. Boney. I don't know what that means, but hey, when you read the comments, he said that he didn't have a problem with Sierra because Sierra was with her man.
That's a point. That is a
That's
point.
point.
And that she was not another, like she wasn't grinding or stuff. Well, which makes sense though. She was with her man,
Yeah.
and that means there was a conversation that was had, and he was comfortable with that, and she was comfortable with that, and they did what they did. And people
Yeah.
as well.
I think that also too, everybody has their own opinion on how they feel. I know a lot of men who want, when they are with their women out, they want them to dress provocatively and to be looked at and to be noticed because they want to be like, oh, that's me.
That's mine. Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, I know a lot of men that feel that way. Even some that to the point where they'll buy the whole outfit, shoes and all, like, baby, put this on, we're going out, And so is that control? Because that man just bought you a pair of shoes, especially if it's not, is that control?
Hey, here's the thing though, Tonya. The men have to be prepared for the reactions when they go out. And when I say reactions, I'm not talking about when y'all are at the table together. When she goes to the bathroom, unless you following her to the bathroom, she's by herself for an X amount of time. And you can't get mad if a dude try to holler at your provocative looking woman that you done bought all of this. Look at her. This is mine. You can't get mad if a dude try to holler at her. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't get mad if a dude cat call her because she's looking a certain way or try to slap on her. You can't get mad if you get bad reactions like that.
But again, it's the boundaries, and I think that's the biggest thing that we've all kind of hit on. Like, what do y'all have in place? Like, what are the rules? Not necessarily rules, but you also have to think that I don't know how long they've been together, but I'm assuming they were together just a little while before she got pregnant. So most of their relationship, she been pregnant. Men have postpartum depression as well because now they both have this new baby. They're both trying to deal with it, however they're dealing with it. And of course, she's excited about her body because I would be, if my body looked like that, I would be excited about it as well.
Right.
So, and he's in his feelings as well. The baby's only 4 months. So they both are going through changes mentally. He's adjusting to being a dad. She's adjusting to be a mom, a working mom, what does that life look like? And there is no guidebook or way to do it,
Look at the time, 8:02. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts, yes. My body, my choice, and a lot of communication.
Okay. What about you, Tonya?
It's time for us to start minding our business. Everybody needs to mind their business. I'm about my business. And hey, everybody's home's different. To each their own.
That's right.
I know that.
Felicia?
What Kim said.
Brian?
What all y'all said.
Listen, I agree with everybody. We're now in 2023, guys. But at the same time, I agree with you. I'm going to give my opinion because it would not be proper. I already got messages from South Africa when I posted this, my body, my choice. Anyway. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
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 She gone already, child.